Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I have a few topics to discuss with you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Starting with this one because, my God, lots of money flowing into XRP in recent weeks on the institutional side. Here's the headline from the Crypto Basic. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP win big as crypto investment products see 10th straight weekly inflows of $3.23 billion. And so these are the largest numbers we've seen from XRP in I don't even know how many years, frankly. It's been a long ass time. It is substantial. Also, I want to share with you a post from one of the best chart analysts out there, none other than Credible Crypto, because some people are asking, is this a good time to buy XRP? Should we maybe wait to see if the price goes lower? I just wanted to share with you some of his insight on that particular question because people are consistently asking that. It's a pretty normal thing to ask in crypto, but he has some pretty valuable perspective you're going to want to hear. And then there's also this story. Now, this was technically from December 4th, but there's been a new development that I'm going to want to highlight. But here's the headline from FX Street. Meme coin frenzy benefits Solana and XRP, giving wings to altcoin season. So if you're wondering about things that are resulting and will continue to result in the price of XRP moving up over a span of time, we got to talk about this one. Let's just say it's of notable importance. This is a serious factor. And this meme coin stuff, and even if you think it's degeneracy and it's basically gambling, in which case I'd be like, yeah, pretty much that's how the humans are behaving. People want this, and platforms that have this, and now XRP Ledger does, my God, the amount of attention that just flows in, the amount of money that flows in, total value locked, and then the native coins attached to the blockchains where there is that activity, they benefit. This is great for XRP, and we're in a bull run, and all this is happening. So anyway, plenty to discuss, but before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so by now I'm assuming that pretty much all of you have heard that Ripple's stablecoin is launching today, Tuesday, and so there's this post yesterday from the Unusual Whales account who wrote, breaking. Investors will be able to trade Ripple's XRP new stablecoin beginning Tuesday per CNBC. Now, of course, that's an improper way to write it. It's Ripple's stablecoin XRP. No, that is not the ticker symbol. And Ripple and XRP are not the same thing. Ripple stablecoin and XRP, not the same thing. Setting that aside, though, we had Income Sharts come in here. Now, this guy has XRP derangement syndrome, and he has for many, many, many years. I hope he gets the help he needs someday. I really do. I really do. I'm always sympathetic to this stuff. Always. So here he responded, and he shared this following post with his 588,700 followers on X. So he's got quite the following here. And this actually is somebody who very clearly intentionally lies about XRP. In fact, just within the last couple of weeks, he was still propagating a lie from like 2017 because it was widely circulated back then that XRP could be frozen by Ripple. It's just a literal lie. It's just not the case. And he was even posting that. And I highlighted at the time. But so here's what he wrote. With the news of Ripple's stablecoin getting launched, here's what he wrote. Income Sharts. Check your drawers, son. He says, XRP already trades like a stablecoin. Ha! Look at the funny joke here from Income Sharts. Ha! XRP price doesn't move. Ha! What is wrong with these people? This is this joke doesn't work anymore. XRP, and mind you, he posted this literally yesterday. XRP up like 450% in a span of weeks, but it trades like a stablecoin. So obviously that's dumb as hell. And so Charting Guy reposted that, and he wrote, year to date so far, Bitcoin plus 152%, Ethereum plus 73%, Solana plus 105%, XRP plus 311%. That's right. XRP substantially outperforming other top 10 coins. And so then he wrote, never seen a stable coin outperform the market. What is wrong with this guy? It's just astonishing to see here. Now, so there are those people with XRP derangement syndrome, but for everybody else gets it. Everybody that's in crypto anyway. And money's flowing in. And let me give you some incredible examples. So we were talking about, or I was talking about, the fact that there are major institutional flows into XRP specifically. And I want to give you a new update. So I shared this post or video about this probably about a week ago, I'm guessing. And I got an update for you. So I'm going to share with you 3 data points because there are weekly updates from a platform called CoinShares, and they highlight the amount of institutional money flowing in on various assets. One of them being XRP. So as of the week ending November 30th, $95 million, and this is on the institutional side, flew into XRP. 95 million. Then a week later, so this is as of December 7th, for that week, another $134.3 million flew into XRP. And think about this. That was for that week, that whole week, that was when XRP was at times going down, but mostly consolidating. Think about that. And we've also seen the same thing for the past week. So what happened the past week? Even more money flew in. Look at this. This is for the week ending December 14th. $145.8 million. So you decide whether or not you want to buy or sell or hold. Doesn't matter to me. But for people on investing on an institutional level here, they decided during this time when XRP was down and mostly consolidating for the last couple of weeks after running up dramatically, even then they think, yes, this makes sense, and so they did. That is exactly what has happened here. Now, of course, there's also the question of timing markets, which I always think is a bad idea. I'm a huge fan of just, like, if you're a hodler, which is absolutely what I am not a trader, absolutely not. I just think it makes sense to, if you want to get a position in a coin, to just dollar cost average. Get broad exposure, price goes up, you buy, price goes down, you buy, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then once you have a position that you're happy with, or you run out of money, whatever your reason is, then you stop. That's pretty much it. That's what humans do. That's the right, if you're dollar cost averaging anyway. And so that's been my approach in crypto for over 7 years now. That's what I've been doing. And it works. Oh, it absolutely works. But here's what Credible Crypto chart analyst had to say. He shared this with his 449,100 followers on X. He says, keep getting questions from potential spot buyers of XRP asking if they should buy now or wait for a dip into the orange zone. And let's pause a note in case anybody's new to crypto, you might not be familiar with the terminology. When he says spot buyer, he's just talking about the price of XRP that is on any given exchange that you may hop on, whether it's Coinbase or Binance US or whatever the hell you're using. And so then he says, this is where you need to understand the distinction between traders and spot buyers. So again, that'd be you and I, spot buyers, and hodlers. And that's if you're buying, though, because that just means that you're buying that. And so there is a difference. He breaks this down between like traders and hodlers here. But if you're buying, even if you're a hodler, you're paying a spot price if you're buying it on an exchange, just to be clear here. And then he says, for the former, you're looking for trade setups that offer clear levels of invalidation and defined risk, and you often look for optimal entries for this reason. If you miss the optimal entry on a potential trade setup, there are 1,000 other coins/assets you can look for entries on. A trade setup is asset and price agnostic. So, if you don't get the entry on one, you just look for the next. On the other hand, if you like XRP and want to hold some for the next 6 to 12 months because you believe upside potential over this time period is high and you're not an active trader, you need to get comfortable with scaling in and not necessarily looking for that precise entry that a trader would be looking for, because we may never get that. Yeah, and so I'll just pause and note, that's what I did for the first few years. I was accumulating XRP. I actually forget how frequently I was buying now. It was either every week or maybe it was every other week. I want to say every week. It's been so long. It's been several years since I last purchased XRP because I went crazy with it. Like, I bought what many people would say, if they knew the number, it would be an unreasonable amount of XRP. And I say there is no such thing. Not literally, no. Even I was like, okay, I got to stop or I got a problem. So I dollar cost averaging for a number of years, made some larger purchases towards the tail end of my purchasing experience. I talked about it on my channel at the time, and then I was like, I have to stop. And so then I spent the next 4 years diversifying and accumulating other coins. I haven't bought XRP in over 4 years, and XRP still makes up a huge chunk of my portfolio. And in fact, after running, last I checked anyway, it made up about like half of my total crypto portfolio, which is the biggest it's ever been percentage-wise. But that's because it just went on like this crazy run, obviously. But man, that's wild. but I'm just sharing through what I did because it does make sense to just dollar cost average in. So I started buying in at 55 cents, some point in the summer of 2018, and then it went down and I bought more, 50 cents, 45 cents, 30 cents, 25 cents, and the lowest I ever bought was 15 cents. So I was down or about break even for the first few years I was in XRP, but then when the market took off, which happens every 4 years, then I was fine. And I was counting on that. I was expecting there would be another bull run roughly after 4 years, and it happened. You could start to see it heat up at the late 2020, and 2021 was a blast. So it did happen. The timing made sense. It happened. And here we are yet another 4 years later. And this is one of the many reasons it doesn't make sense to be fearful in holding XRP or crypto for these periods of time. There's all sorts of reasons, but that's one of them. Like, the cycles come back. It doesn't make sense to be fearful that you're down for X number of years, because there's only an opportunity to have a crazy euphoric bull run once every 4 years anyway. So for the 3 years leading up to that point, yeah, it's very normal for you to be down. That in and of itself doesn't mean there's something wrong. Of course not. Anyway, then he says, in this case, for example, optimal trade entry is the orange zone. And he's talking about a chart. I'll pull it up in a second. It's the orange zone at $2.21, and we are currently trading just 10% higher. Not financial advice, obviously, but if I was a spot buyer looking to accumulate, and I expect we are following the higher time frame chart, saved here, and he shared a link, would be buying here, not pinching pennies and waiting for a 10% dip that we may never get. And you can pause right here if you want to take a look at the chart. This is the orange box he was talking about, but I'm going to move forward here. But that makes sense here. So if you're going to be a trader, do trader stuff, try and look for the right prices for specific entries. But I will tell you, the vast majority of traders lose money. About 95% of them do. It doesn't make sense for most humans. I refuse to even try it. I don't want to do it. I don't care. I don't need the stress. I get life-changing wealth by buying stuff and not engaging with that and having to deal with that stress. I don't just by buying stuff and doing nothing, let time do the heavy lifting as more people come in, because we're so early in crypto, even now. The asset class is going to be way bigger a decade from now. Yeah, you're still early. Even if you're new, you're still early, for sure. There's no question about it. And then there's this. Meme coin frenzy benefits Solana and XRP, giving wings to altcoin season. Oh, yes, indeed. Memes going ballistic. And, there's been a lot of analysts saying, it actually looks like, based on various chart metrics, which I've highlighted in previous videos. I don't have them pull up for this video, not that it matters. I just want to make the point. There seems to be at least some evidence that perhaps as XRP started to go up in price, people were fleeing Solana, at least somewhere, and going to XRP and engaging in meme activities there. Which, I'm happy to see again. I'm not for this stuff. Like, these meme coins that get listed, they don't do anything. They're never going to do anything. It's because people want to gamble. If they want to do that, who am I to say no? You go do your thing. It's not for me. Ain't my cup of tea. I don't do this. I don't play the lottery. I don't like casinos. But I'm not against them existing. If that's your jam, go do it. It's just very obvious that, most people are going to lose money doing this stuff, and, you can get life-changing wealth other ways in crypto. So I'm doing the other thing, which is to say buy, hold, and then sell when it's worth way more one day. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple on a conceptual level here. But even so, there is so much meme activity. And take a look at this. And when did this launch? Pulling from memory here, I want to say it was either mid or late October this year. But there's a platform called First Ledger built on top of the XRP ledger that makes it super easy to launch your own meme coins and buy and sell. So you can do your trading on the platform. Now, of course, you've always been able to do that technically with the XRP ledger since inception for over a decade. But this platform just made it easier for regular people to jump in and engage in these activities. So it's a developer that built something which has been pretty well adopted to this point. And so there are all sorts of coins that have been pumping, but we're just at the beginning here. And there's a reason I'm mentioning this. The reason I'm mentioning this is because as we reach euphoria here, more money is going to come in. There are going to be more people that want to gamble. And even though I'm not into it, whatever. And as that happens, what happens on other chains, which I think is going to happen here too. On whichever chain, meme coins are being gambled on, the coin that's native to that, in this case we're talking about XRP on the XRP ledger, it would benefit. That's what's happened on other chains. And what just happened here? Well, look at what First Ledger had to say. This is just the other day. Traffic just hit an all-time high tonight. That was just a couple days ago. So even though I don't care about First Ledger and I will not be purchasing any meme coins, and I don't give a damn, and I won't be launching meme coins of any kind, nothing whatsoever, not against people doing that, it's just not for me. I understand the implications of this, and that's why I'm bothering to talk about it in this very latest Moonlambo hot jam. Take a look at this, too. XRP meme coins like Army are blowing up right now. And this is also from earlier this month. And I just wanted to highlight, I don't need to read the article. Clearly, there's people flowing in, and because this is an activity that people want on the XRP ledger, it's just easier now. And part of the reason that it's easier also, and you don't have as much of a liquidity problem now, is because of the automated market makers, which were launched earlier this year. So it's all perfectly coming together, and at the time when the bull run's hitting, it's just astonishing here. And so chart analyst Bobby A reposted what I just shared with you from First Ledger and wrote, starting to get plugged into this XRP meme coin thing. I think there may be some opportunity coming in 2025. This is a factor that can actually help in the short term. There are a lot of factors I highlight that are great for XRP, like ETFs and stuff. That's not really going to matter that much in the short term. You may get some exuberance if news breaks, stuff like that, fine. But in terms of changing truly in a meaningful way for the long haul, changing supply and demand dynamics, this is something that would be more impactful in the short term, certainly. And then there's also this from Crypto Bitlord. He shared this with his 380,000 followers. This guy's an interesting individual. I'm sure many of you are familiar with him. He's pro XRP. He's got either an XRP or a Ripple tattoo. Maybe he's got both. I don't even remember. He's into it, but then some years ago, because the price of XRP wasn't going up, he mistakenly believed, and I believe that he believed this. I don't think he was being a troll. But he believed that because Ripple was selling XRP, that was suppressing the price of XRP, which never made sense because this was after XRP already hit its all-time high. And even back then, Ripple was selling XRP. And so you call it dumping to make it sound really terrible. Well, while Ripple was quote-unquote dumping in 2017, XRP ran to an all-time high. So clearly what's a problem is not the selling. The problem, if XRP is not running, is there's not demand. And so if we're not in a bull run, you're not going to see crazy demand. And so with a small percentage Ripple was selling, which is like a fraction of a percent, and you've seen the XRP markets reports in the past, they make up like a fraction of a percent of global sales of XRP. That's not suppressing the price of XRP. So anyway, but he's got this pass, and then he threatened to fork the XRP ledger and start a competing coin, and I think he actually did, and it just fell apart. I can't even remember because it's been so many years now. But now he's full bull XRP again. He's back. He's come back to the family, I guess. And so he does make a good point here, though. He shared this post a few days ago, and he said, XRP is worth $150 billion. So that's the market cap. The XRP meme market is worth less than $200 million. Do you understand what's going to happen? It's going parabolic. See, that is something that I can agree with. It makes logical sense. We'll see how it unfolds, but it's absolutely plausible. You're talking about a tiny little baby XRP meme market because, there weren't sufficient things in place to make it easy and desirable to engage in this activity prior to this calendar year. So in a bull run, that running up and then that resulting in more activity for XRP, yes, that does make sense. Crypto Insight UK, another chart analyst, agrees. He reposted that and he said, I completely agree with this. I think this is one of the biggest fades on my timeline currently. As more hype comes to the XRP ledger, people will use the ecosystem more and memes will flourish, in my opinion. Yeah, and I agree with that. The blockchain backer also agrees with that. Here's a post from him on December 1st, actually. He wrote, and he shared a video clip, and he said, in March, I flew to Australia and spoke on stage in a panel at XRP Gold Coast, hosted by Wave of Innovation. Meme coins on XRP were inevitable, and the Solana users migrating to XRP was inevitable. We are in the snowball effect, right? And so people that were just doing it on Solana, coming on over to XRP. It's a great platform for doing this type of activity, regardless of whether or not you like it. And so in this video, the blockchain backer did point out, hey, this is a great thing. We've got automated market makers. And so a problem before with these meme coins is there's so little liquidity that, I think what he said in the video is like, if you put in $10,000, the price goes through the roof. If you sell $10,000, it basically goes to zero because there's like no liquidity there. But by having liquidity pools, you fix that problem effectively, making the platform more desirable for that. And then First Ledger came along, making the interface much more user-friendly. And this is happening at the time of the bull run. That's the point. And so, yes, users going from Solana flocking to XRP Ledger, yes. Perfect timing. It's one more thing. And this is something that actually happens to help in the short term, I believe. Because most of the stuff that I see development-wise, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great for the long-term viability of XRP. And here I'm like, I don't know if people are going to want to do this in a decade, but it's good now. That's for sure. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.